Good morning. I'm going to start really simple because there's a few people, or quite a few people, that are coming to see these videos and say good morning to me or watch the replay. So I'm going to just start with who I am, because I haven't said that for a long time, and I want to be able to just welcome the new members. We've had quite a few lately. So who am I? I'm Chris Lawton, and I run Intuit Health. And Intuit Health is a wellness center that offers a lot of really cool stuff to help you start and continue to understand who you are and how to create your life from that deep understanding, and just create a better life, to create a better way of being, to wake up happy, maybe, or at least understanding why you're feeling the way you're feeling. So, good morning, Hannah. I was just kind of introducing myself because there's a lot of new people that have been joining the group, and I always just jump into, this is what we're talking about today, but I never say like who I am, because it's this level of, I already think people know who I am because they're in the group, but not everyone does. So I'm rambling this morning. I had a moment of passion for work last night and started working at midnight, I think. So, but it felt really good. Good morning, Shannon. So today we're gonna keep talking about our operating system that's running way under here. Good morning, Sandra. I just saw someone's post right before I came on, and it was about, most of you have already, are familiar with the term like toxic positivity. And intuitively, when I'm saying that word, toxic positivity, the movement of healing, we're on this movement of waking up and healing. And I think it creates a lot of crap and gobbledygook sometimes, because we listen to what other people's perceptions, just like I'm doing right now, other people's perceptions of how you feel better or how you heal yourself, all of that. Good morning, Tini. And toxic positivity, so feel good, always feel good, always try to change your thinking to positive thinking, right? Positive, positive, positive. Good morning, Shauna. Of course, that's not the healthiest thing always to do, because we're not always feeling positive. So we have to love and address, be compassionate to the parts of us that aren't happy every moment of the day. And wow. So what I just heard in my head to that, what I just said, is child abuse. So I'm just going to talk about what that felt to me. When we're talking about toxic positivity, we're talking about our operating system that's running way down underneath all of our thoughts. And it wants to be heard. It's our secrets. It's our deepest, darkest desires. It's our deepest, darkest hurts. It's our deepest, darkest passions. And when we're trying to keep that even keel all the time, and staying positive and speaking positive and all those things, what I just heard in my head is that's child abuse. Now, whether I'm just going to talk this through, whether that's literally relating to experiences from our childhood that we couldn't be heard, and a lot of our needs that we don't even really know how to express weren't addressed, or were put on the back burner, or better yet, just, squashed. Is it a form? This is brand new thinking for me, because I start talking and stuff starts coming out. But is it a form of self-abuse, to squash our base operating system that is there to serve us, but we squash it down. We tell it to be quiet. And is that our shadow self because we have squashed it down so much that it resembles anger? Good morning, Amber. I think for myself, I'm only going to speak for myself because I'm the only one who is like, this is the experience that I'm having. I can't live someone else's experience. But lately I have been feeling like I really want to get to know that part of me that for my 27 years of being a healer, I've controlled. Who can relate to that? Like being a healer, being on the path of waking up, being on the path of being that empathic person. And being, if you're a giver and a codependent, empathic person, you're always trying to be nice, right? And then it goes back to what we were talking about yesterday with we're nice till we're not, then watch out. Good morning, Amber. So today, what I want to do is meditate for 5 minutes. And we're going to ask ourselves a question over and over. And I welcome you because this may not be easy for some people, maybe a breeze for others. But I welcome you to invite that rumbling, rowdy, frustrated, angry parts of you that don't feel satisfied, that don't feel paid attention to, that don't feel heard, that don't understand why the world is such a messy place or why people do the things they do. That part of you that wants to yell at people to stop eating bacon. Because I know there's you people out there that feel that way. Like, that part of you that gets really upset when you're watching other people and you want to say something. Or that part of you that gets upset when you go by the mirror and you can't understand why you look the way you do. But then you have to be nice to yourself, so you do. But there's still that part of you that's not happy. It doesn't change the way they feel. It doesn't change the operating system down at the bottom. It's just putting frosting on top of the moldy cake. Hannah, I typed 3 things and nothing sounds right. So this is what I've been working on, and this is what I invite you to work on today. We're going to meditate for 5 minutes, and we're going to keep saying to ourselves, how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? And ask the question and feel. Ask the question and listen. And keep repeating, feel and listen, feel and listen. And make an intention at the beginning of the meditation to open the door to the parts of you that you keep quiet. Does that sound okay? So make an intention. Even you can have a little visualization of opening a door, and inviting the parts of you that want to, here's a good word, rabble rouse. I know you all have it, you guys in there. I know, Sandra, Hannah, you have rabble rousers. I know that you do. Let's invite it out. for 5 minutes if you dare and ask, how do I feel? How do you feel? Don't say I. Ask that part of you. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Don't stop it. Don't get upset with it. Don't squish it down. Unless you start to panic, then open your eyes. Because there are really big parts of us that we squish down. And that's where the power is. And that's what I'm learning. That's where the power is, and that's where our extraordinary relationship with ourself lives. And no more child abuse. Those of you just joining, I heard in my head when, you know, the operating system under here that knows all of our secrets and has an opinion, has sometimes been squished and quieted since we were born. All right, I'm going to look at the comments, then we're going to meditate. Hannah, Sandra, I think it's important in a sense of learning you can consciously change your mind or beliefs around something. Past that. Sandra, could forced personality positively be part of a manifestation path? Could forced personal positivity be part of a manifesting path? It can be part of the path, but I think it would be frustrating. No, that's wrong. Take that back. The way that I see it, when we force positivity, so say like, I feel great today, but really you don't feel great. Everybody, like I've done that 1,000 times. I would add a question to that. And then I think, yes, it would be a good tool for manifestation. I feel great today. Feel it for a minute. Is that my truth or is something else going on? Ask the question. If you don't feel great, but you're saying it, just check in a little bit. Why don't I? What's going on? Because that's your trigger. That's your juicy part that you can start to have a little conversation about. Why aren't I feeling good today? And then give it some love and then start over again, Sandra. Yes, I feel really good today. Find that good feeling to find it. So I think forcing the positivity in a way that you're using it as a tool to investigate what doesn't feel positive, you know, you could even address that deep operating system. What's not feeling good? Because I'm telling you, I've been working with it a lot the past few days, and it's where you find your freaking freedom. I'm telling you, like, it's not a big deep well that you need to go run around in, like healing your trauma. It's more about just opening the door, which we're going to do, to be the observer, to understand what's going on and to give it a little attention. So Sandra, the only thing I would say about that is there's got to be multi-levels to approaching it that way, so that you're not abusing yourself, just flat out pretending you're not feeling what you're feeling. Because it'll bump up, the energy of manifesting will bump up against what your base beliefs are. So if you can, I watched a video last night and it was like, make sure you're in alignment with what you're asking for. If there's resistance, you're not going to be able to easily create what you want, because there's resistance. So you want to get in alignment with the feeling of what you're asking for before you ask for it. I think that's right. Stephanie, hello, I'm glad you found me. Sandra, shenanigans is an effective mood. Absolutely. Hannah, I was replying to Sandra. Also, cancel culture. Everyone is looking for a reason to be offended or victim now. I think there is a societal pressure in this area. that's another whole subject, Hannah, that maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes and we're going to meditate. And we're going to make an intention to open the door to let our operating system out to play, our base, what runs us. And then we're going to just keep asking, how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? And just keep feeling. Just check in. How do I feel? How do I feel? And listen, because you should be probably receiving a little bit of information around it. Shannon, I feel like recognition of camouflage feelings is freeing. 100% agree with you. It helps us understand what's at the root of all and find solutions. 100% agree. Yep, Janine, you're right on. Okay, so I'm going to start the alarm. Take a couple of deep breaths and set your intention. Yesterday, somebody called it your toad. I don't know. I wish I could remember. I can't even remember what it was, but like Shannon just said, the camouflage feelings, your base operating system. I want you to imagine being at a door or a gate, like you're going to let your dogs out. George is snoring. And open that gate, open the door, open the elevator door, or even imagine you're going out a door to the outside. Just use that doorway to step into or allow it to come to you, your base operating system, the parts of you that you're always trying to keep quiet. And you can just sit in a chair in your imagination, or sit outside, or stand in front of that gate and ask the question, how do you feel? You're talking to your operating system. You're not talking to that part of you that's always chattering in your head or always trying to keep things under control. You're going deeper to your operating system. How do you feel? What do you need me to know? Tell me about yourself. How do you feel? I'm going to be quiet. Just keep asking that and go deeper and deeper and listen. Give yourself 30 seconds at a time to listen to the answers. Yes, you're speaking to your undertoad. I love that. Transformation. How do you feel under it all? And if your mind starts rebelling, you may feel like it's rebelling. Maybe you are feeling anger. Maybe you were hearing words in your head that don't feel positive. Please just let it flow. We're not looking for anything positive right now. We're looking for the truth. How do you feel? Way underneath. How do you feel? You feel angry? Let it up. You feel frustrated? Let it up. You need something? Hear what you need. Are you mad? Let yourself be mad. Feel it. Now for the last minute, I want you to sit with what you're feeling, what you're hearing, maybe even who, like the part of you, maybe you're seeing yourself. and spend a moment, literally sit down and listen. What do you need? What do you need? So you don't have to dive into the anger, because part of why we're angry is because we don't feel heard. We don't feel paid attention to. We don't feel like it's important. Right now, in this moment, it's important. What do you need? And this is where all the whys live too. Why do you feel this way? Why? And when I say why, I don't mean what happened to you. It's more about where were you stopped? What didn't you get to say? Or what don't you have control over that makes you feel in a certain way? Okay, so we're going to, I want you, if you're actually spending time with a part of you or see a part of you, I want you to just make a little pact with them that you're going to maybe dive deeper in this with them if you want to. And just give thanks to whatever information, whatever parts of you that came through. You can even hug them or hold them or just say, like, I'm listening. I'm listening. And remember that feeling of what it feels like to hear your base operating system. That's where the secrets are. That's where the magic is. All right. And then when you're ready, take a deep breath. You can ground a little if you want, making sure you're in your body and opening your eyes. All right. So that's our exercise for today. Tomorrow, we're going to keep talking about this, the forced positivity and even maybe the cancel culture stuff, because it happens in families, and it happens we do it to ourselves. Don't think that way, right? Don't think that way. Screw that. We got to let it come out. You have to be able to think that way to sort through it. And that's the shortcut, like Shannon was saying. That's the shortcut. Let yourself think that way, and then have a conversation with yourself so that you can heal it from that part. Okay. This was interesting. I went in and asked, how do I feel? I saw health in dark red, almost like blood, and the words loyalty and honesty. Also, roots run deep. When asked, what do I need? I got the words love and gratitude. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So that's it for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Kindness. That's huge, right? Kindness for ourselves. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a beautiful day. There are a ton of new dates about our Reiki Healing Circles that are coming up. We're doing one a month for pets. So if you want to sign up, go ahead and go there. The links are right in this post, all kinds of different links. We've chosen a new date. It's July 6th for the next Magic Copper Ride program to start. So that's a while off, but we're going to keep bringing that up. And one more question. Is there anybody out there who is interested in just getting their Reiki certificate? Is there anybody out there that wants to be a Reiki master and isn't really interested in studying anything else right now? I'm offering a program for just Reiki Master, from level 1 to Reiki Master, with all kinds of cool stuff that go along with that program. So that's going to be actually announced in the next couple of days with all the details, but I'm starting to talk about it because I'm excited. So if you want to know more about it early, just reach out. All right, you guys, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.